Good morning guys, and welcome to the channel and welcome to a brand new video today. And today's video is all about Eden Hazard. Now, for the last few days I've been making videos and I've been talking about Chelsea Football Club, but when you're talking about Chelsea Football Club, it's incomplete when you're not talking about the Chelsea's most prized asset. Eden Hazard is Chelsea's most valuable player, but as we speak, we know it's just 12 months to go for his contract to expire with Chelsea, and most likely he will be moving out of Chelsea. Most chances are that he's going to Madrid, but this video is not about him moving to Madrid. This video I'm trying to make is to talk about what he has done with Chelsea, and then I'll talk about what Chelsea can do for him to try to stop him and make him maybe sign a new contract, and at the end try to sum it up. So, starting with, when I talk about Eden Hazard, the first thing that comes into my mind, back in 2012 when he signed for us, he tweeted stating, "I am joining the winners of the Champions League." It was initially sounding a bit confusing, but overall I understood what he meant. He meant Chelsea Football Club. It was a great moment for Chelsea to see a player of his talent joining Chelsea, coming to Stamford Bridge. But since then, what has happened to Chelsea? That bright night in Munich when we won the Champions League, after that, if you look at Champions League, we have not done that well. We have won 2 Premier League titles, good. We have won the Europa Cup. I know in the finals Eden did not play, but won a couple of FA Cups. But when you talk about Champions League, when he referred that I'm joining the winners of the Champions League, since the 2012 Champions League final, we have hardly played Champions League. The time we have played, we have not really progressed to the finals or the semi-finals. Our best after 2012 in the Champions League is the semi-final loss to Atletico in 2014. So a player of Eden's caliber would love to play Champions League regularly and want to be playing in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, but Chelsea has not even been regularly playing at Champions League football. So that also is a situation where Eden might be looking into. And there's one other point that I came across was players of his caliber. Now when we talk about modern football of today, we talk about Ronaldo, we talk about Messi, but when we take them aside for a moment, there are rest good quality players like Mbappe, Pogba, players like Griezmann, players like Neymar, and Luka Modric, someone like Gareth Bale, Coutinho, player obviously Eden Hazard himself, Dybala. These are just a few of the many. Now, all these players, Eden is one of the front runners of his ability and his talent that he has. We know that he is one of the front runners to be a top level player. But when you look at these players of what they have achieved and what Eden has achieved, it looks like he has fallen a little back. Maybe not a lot back, but a little back. Then there are a few other points that I put up, like with the transfer ban right now, Chelsea cannot go ahead and buy players. Eden has said a few months ago that why he wants to see the intent from Chelsea Football Club in buying great players. Obviously, I'm pretty sure he will be happy, and he was happy to see Higuain finally coming in, though in loan, but he did come in, and it was something that Eden liked. But we want to see more. But with the transfer ban, we cannot buy any players, world class or not. There's also a situation with the current manager. I'm pretty sure officially nobody wants to talk about it, but I'm pretty sure the Chelsea Football Club, the players especially players like Eden, I'm pretty sure they're not very happy with the formation and the style of football Chelsea is playing with Sarri. Obviously nobody want to talk about it officially. And the last point, which I feel is a very big point, is lack of Champions League. I already had spoken about it, but without playing regular Champions League, and this season also it looks like the next season we are not going to play Champions League unless we win the Europa Cup. Top 4 finish is out of the question. I don't think Chelsea is going to pick up much points in the Premier League. We should just concentrate on the Europa Cup. So giving all these points, it seems like it's really, writings on the wall. I mean, for Eden to just quit Chelsea and move to Real or any other club, most likely Real. But then he stated something 2 days back. He stated that what he wants is to concentrate now only on winning the Europa Cup for Chelsea. Obviously, that's what he has to say. He cannot go to the public and say something else. But there is a small ray of hope that he's not thinking about anything else maybe, and until the summer comes, he's just concentrating on winning the Europa Cup with Chelsea. Now, what are the points Chelsea Football Club has right now to retain the services of Eden Hazard? Number one point is a very simple point, and just simply win the Europa Cup. Go ahead, win the Europa Cup. Chelsea has a very favorable draw. We are playing Slavia Prague. In the semi-finals, we are playing either Benfica or Frankfurt. Just win these matches, make it to the finals. Hopefully Arsenal or Napoli, anyone will be waiting for us. But that is, we have to go and win the Europa Cup. We win the Europa Cup, it's a chance for us to play Champions League football. Still might not be good enough for Eden to stay back, but still there is a hope that maybe he will think about it. Second point, now this is what I think is the most important point. The transfer ban, we have appealed it, and FIFA has denied that, saying that we have gone ahead to the Court of Arbitration of Sport, CAS, stating that in previous years, clubs like Atletico, Real and Barca were given an opportunity to sign players even when they had appealed their transfer bans. It's a little harsh for Chelsea that we cannot do the same. FIFA has rejected our proposal, our appeal actually. But in case the Court of Arbitration of Sport listens to us to a certain extent and gives us that ray of hope, we can buy some players. Now if we go ahead and sell Eden in the summer, then this chance will not be gone. Say for example, I have come across a news saying that Real is willing to pay 80 million for Eden in the summer and Chelsea wants 115 million. But if obviously Chelsea Football Club is in a better position to understand the situation. But what if we can stall the issue? It's sort of a gambling situation, but we can stall and take it till January. By that time a decision comes through FIFA or CAS, and if this decision is favorable for Chelsea, there is a chance we can buy a player, and that time, though we will not get much money or any money in that matter, but still we can sell Eden if he still wants to go, and we can still buy a player of his caliber, someone like Isco, someone like Asensio, who knows, even Philippe Coutinho, who is a super player in the Premier League level. Maybe he's not doing that well in Barca. That is sort of a gambling, something Chelsea can still look into, something Chelsea should be thinking about, that take it to the next till January if possible. The two other points that put forward, number one other point is Saksari. But then again, will that solve the issue? We have sacked Conte, we have sacked Mourinho in the last couple of years. Sacking Sarri, will it actually change the issue? I'm not sure, but certainly his formation is not a winner among the Chelsea players. So obviously that's something can be looked into. The fourth point, the last point, which is pretty much funny, but still can be looked into. Hazard just a couple of days ago has appreciated Roberto Martinez, saying that his formation is something he likes. He has scored 2 goals for Belgium side just 2 days back, which all means that he likes the formation Roberto Martinez plays. Now Roberto Martinez has also managed a Premier League side before with little success. I don't know if he becomes a manager for Chelsea, how much successful he's going to be. And again, what has happened to Mourinho and Conte and is happening to Sarri might also happen to him. But if we sign Roberto Martinez as the manager, first and foremost, I'm not sure he's going to leave Belgium. But second of all, if he does, if we are able to sign him, and Eden might just think that, listen, here's a manager, I have played good football, I made it to the semi-finals of the World Cup under his style of football. If he comes to Chelsea, there could be a chance where Chelsea might do well, his formation, and I'm the kind of talent that I am, I might do well. So that's something Eden might think. Still a long shot, it's a very long shot, but still something can be done. Now to sum it up, if you're Eden Hazard, what are you going to think? You're 28, you are one of the finest players that there is, great talent, incredible ability, what you have to show for that? Just 2 Premier League trophies. You're good enough to win Champions League, but your team you're playing is not good enough to play regular Champions League football. Sad but true. You can go and join a club which is an incredible club in terms of winning Champions League. They have won 3 back-to-back Champions League. They have players like Gareth Bale, Luka Modric, and it's a very good chance you might even win the Champions League and win the Ballon d'Or. Now all these days, obviously, until now, and I'm pretty sure in the next few years also, the Ballon d'Or will be decided between Messi and Ronaldo. But now that if Ronaldo is not playing for Real Madrid, he's gone to Juventus, Messi is with Barca. Now, if Real Madrid wins the Champions League, and if Eden is part of that team, whoever is the MVP, the most valuable player in that team, will be winning it. So obviously there's Gareth Bale, there is Isco, there is Luka Modric, and if Eden joins the team, there is a chance he might also end up winning the Ballon d'Or, something a player of his capability will be thinking of winning. So he will not only be thinking at the age of 28 of winning the Champions League, but also winning the Ballon d'Or. So all these things will be getting up to his head, especially winning the Champions League. I think the writing's pretty much on the wall. He will be most likely leaving, but he will surely try his best to at least win the Europa Cup for Chelsea. That way Chelsea can be in the Champions League next season. But just saying, look at what happened to Philippe Coutinho. He was one of the best players in the Premier League before he moved to Barca, and he's struggling in that team which has Messi as their main player. Eden should also think about it, that if Eden goes to Real and it doesn't work out for him, then what? So he should think a little more. In Chelsea, he is known as a god. Chelsea players love him, and he can be an absolute legend. I hope he can go ahead and understand that. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Till next time, thank you. Bye.